Hello everyone, my name is the Rad Man, and I know it's not been quite a month, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on my dislocated shoulder. So originally when I made that first video, I was hoping that, we would get into the physical therapist and get MRIs or anything else that needed done to determine whether or not I'm gonna need surgery within a week or two. Of course, nothing ever happens as fast as you want it to, so I still have not gone in to get an MRI yet, but I'm going in next Friday. So once that's done and I've reviewed whatever it looks like with the physical therapist, we can move on to actually figuring out, what to do with it. And I'm gonna tell you a little funny story. So I was getting ready to record this, and I was like, I'm gonna look into why my microphone always sounds like really, really quiet, because believe it or not, I usually actually end up having to almost yell to be about the volume of the game volume in quite a few videos, which seems really strange because it always comes out really quiet. And I've been using the same recording software for forever, so I thought I knew like every little intricate thing about it. I guess sometime a while ago they added a separate settings thing just for the microphone mixer, so that you can have it record a separate track, which I've never used before, because I usually just have it record the video of the game, my webcam, and the audio all in one. That's the same way I do my Elgato for my PS3 gameplay. So I boosted the audio by about 30%. Obviously, if it doesn't sound very good, you're not gonna actually get this cut. But if it does sound better, hopefully, through a little bit of trial and error, we can get the microphone boosted so I'm not having to yell all the time, and so it actually sounds like a decent volume for you guys. But anyway. Aside from that, pretty much I've just been working on a lot of homework. The good news is I am left-handed, so I have this little dinky wireless keyboard that's like, it's as old as the original computer I had that I recorded with. Like, this was back when I had a separate channel. This was probably getting up to be, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. But anyway, so I've been using that to keep up on my schoolwork, even though it doesn't work really well for gaming because the keyboard shorts in and out. Like, if you move it just wrong, the receiver doesn't pick up the keyboard. It's really weird, which is probably a sign I need to replace it. But I mean, I've gone to wired since then, so I kind of just keep it around in case one of the wired things goes out, because it also has a mouse that came with it, which is what I've been using since, you guys can't see it, but my regular mouse and keyboard are like 5 inches, or that's actually probably half a foot up my desk, and I can't really use either of them with my right hand right now, so I just have this little guy sitting right there so my right hand can use it sometimes. I did experimentally play around a Dirty Bomb the other day. That's why I have some of these missions almost done. I'm probably not going to actually record any gameplay of any of these type of games, because even though my arm is getting better, I still can't move it like to the extent that you need to actually not just get your butt kicked every single game. And aside from that, it's not really fair to your team if you get on and you can't play at your best. But yeah, anyway, the other thing that I wanted to talk about with this video is I'd just like to thank you guys. Even though I've been inactive for almost a month due to this and not just my own laziness, the channel has still continued to grow a little bit, which is it's great. I mean, I don't know, it really means a lot to me that the channel hasn't just died in this month. Anyway, I'd like to thank all 60 I think it's 65 of my subscribers, unless that's changed by the time this video comes out, for sticking with me. And regular content upload will continue whenever, either whenever this is finished healing or after surgery, because like I said, without the MRI, I don't know which it's going to be. So I'll make another update video sometime in the week after next week, because that's when we're actually going to the physical therapist again, and he's the one who has the final say as to whether or not it'll heal on its own or need surgery. But anyway, besides that, the other thing I wanted to talk about, and if you're wondering why I keep like turning my head, it's because I was watching rewatching the original Arm Problems video. I know, silly name, right? But anyway, I ended up rewatching that, and I noticed that every time I turned my head just a little bit, the audio would take a giant dip. So I'm hoping that with the new settings, it'll all remain about consistent. But who knows? Obviously can't tell during recording. But anyway, so yeah. And after I do get back to my regular schedule, what I'm gonna do is, as soon as my arm is almost healed, I'm gonna post those extra videos I talked about in the Arm Problems video, because it turns out it's kind of hard to write descriptions and edit videos with only one arm when you're also trying to do a ton of homework. But anyway, that's not for you guys to worry about. I'll get those posted sometime right before we get back into the swing of things. And I'm gonna try and use like a schedule more this time than I did last time. So I'm gonna probably schedule for the release to be about 9 o'clock a.m. my time, and that way, you know, I can upload 10 or 20 videos at a time, because my internet is terrible, so I usually end up having to upload overnight anyway, and by that point I've not got the sense of awakeness, or whatever you want to call it, to actually write good descriptions. And I don't know, maybe I'd never write good descriptions. But anyway, besides that, I'm also going to be finishing up Sly 2. I'm going to be trying to fast track Sly 2, Sly 3, and Sly 4, because I don't know, the funny thing is like, they're really old games, but I don't know, I just love them so much that I really just want to play them and finish them. Because in November-ish, Farming Simulator 19 is going to be coming out. And the reason I say ish is because we haven't got a like official release date, but the Farming Sim 17 came out in about November. And I've already seen I don't know whether they regard it as a teaser trailer or just a confirmation trailer, which is a full CGI one. If you haven't checked it out yet, I'll link it in the description. But yeah, it's just basically just a saying, there is a farming simulator coming out this year. We haven't died because of cattle and crops and whatever the other major runner-up people were thinking would overtake Farming Simulator was. And I also might be doing a little bit of Minecraft, because while I've been down, I was experimenting with some redstone, so that kind of reminded me just how much I like redstone in Minecraft. Even though I may not be the best at it, I may make like a not like totally serious tutorial where I just show you guys like the oversized redstone. Like for instance, I have a tree farm that's quite inefficient and doesn't work very well, and it uses like 6 times the redstone of those like really compact efficient tree farms. But I might just show it to you guys anyway, because I mean, I don't know, I usually don't copy people's designs if I can figure out how to build them, just because, you know, it's kind of like a thing of pride of I figured out how that works. I might not remember it anymore now because I built it a few years ago, but I know how it works. Anyway, yeah, I'm starting to ramble, so yeah, I'd just like to thank you guys for sticking around, and expect an update in about a week and a half. Of course, that does depend on, you know, when we actually get to go see the physical therapist. Oh, and also, I am going to be reworking my website. I don't know how many of you even know I have one, but it's down in the description of every video. I'm going to be reworking it because honestly I designed it like 3 years ago, and there's a lot of like, here's the most recent video that like the Weebly, which is the service I do it through, doesn't really have automatic updates of those types of things, so I'll probably change it to not have to have me go edit it every time I upload a new video, because that's the current setup and it just doesn't work very well. Plus the page is kind of outdated, but yeah, so I'll go through and fix that sometime between now and then. And oh, also we're gonna finish Assassin's Creed Origins, because I don't know, I need to finish Assassin's Creed and the Sly games, because if I don't finish Assassin's Creed, it's going to become like Syndicate, where I never finish it. But yeah, so I'm just basically admitting to you guys that I use batch uploading, because I am inevitably going to have times where I can record 10 videos in a day, and then times where I go 2 days without recording. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'd just like to thank you guys for sticking around. Sorry if I get a little bit rambly. But anyway, my name is the Rad Man, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.